Good morning, everyone. So, today I want to talk about the journey and how you're going to get there and how you can get there quickly, or at least faster. Um, but that's not necessarily the the object of the journey, right? Okay. So, I entitled this "You Can't Get There from Here" because really you will never get to that final destination. Here's what happens, so, my experience, I buy a new car, whether it's a used car. I like to buy cars that are not new off the lot because I like to save that 20% that falls off as soon as you drive the thing off the lot. So I just as soon buy a car that somebody's been driving for a year, and whatever bugs were in it, they've worked out. And hey, I've saved myself 20-25% from the new vehicle, right? So I get myself a new car, and I'm driving it and I'm happy for a day or two, and then a couple of days go by and I start to notice things that, well, I don't particularly like this about it, or I don't like that about it, or my other car had a better stereo in it. And then you see an advertisement on television, some luxury car, and I go, mine doesn't have a cooled steering wheel. I have heated seats, but I'm in Texas. I need the air conditioned seats. And so, out of those differences gets born your new desire for something better, right? And so the journey continues to progress, and then you get that car with the cool steering wheel and the cooled seats, and then you see an advertisement for some hybrid that's getting 22 miles to the gallon, and oh my, now I need to upgrade to something that gets better mileage, and on it goes. And it doesn't really matter what the object is, what you're kind of what you have envisioned for the final destination of this new car, this new house, or this new relationship. You get into a relationship, and I want somebody who loves to travel with me and has the same interests. When we go places, we're going to go and see this and that and the other thing. And then you finally find this person and you hook up with them, and you go out and you take your first journey, and you notice that, well, their eating habits are kind of, yeah. And so you create, out of that, you create a new desire. You want now someone whose eating habits more aligned with yours, so that you're not eating all day, or you're not eating these foods that are I don't even want to look at that. It looks like a cockroach. um, and so you may be, okay, so I'm going to try and change this person to you know to kind of meet my desires more. And how does that work out for you? It doesn't. You can't. You're not actually entitled to ask people to be more like you. You have to accept who they are, and you know kind of relish in their where they are and what their objectives are and stuff like that. You have to admire those. Otherwise, what's going to happen, of course, is you're going to have this rift going on where you want them to be like this, they want to be like that, and never the twain is going to meet. You'll just piss them off by, why don't you do this instead of that, and why don't you do it the way I do it? So you see what I'm saying is, we get what we desire, and then once we have that, we go, well, there's still something more. There's always going to be something more. It doesn't matter where you are, because this is the way the universe works. you get to a position, we are on the leading edge of universal expansion. And we are on that leading edge because when we get to where we believe we wanted to be, we see something more. Because we are, we're coming from a different perspective. Well, I already have that. So now what more can I ask for? What more can I look for? What more can I desire? That always pops up because that's the way we're created. We're created to always want to expand. And then a lot of people go, well, I'm having a struggle just getting to my initial desire of, finding that person that I want to have a relationship with, that wants to travel with me, or wants to experience the things that I experience, the way wants to go hiking, or wants to have my first wife basically wanted to have a menagerie. She would have, if I let her, dogs and cats and chickens and goats, and it's like, wait a minute now, we're living in a mobile home. We don't have room for all that. Oh yeah, we can fit in a chicken here and there. And so we have to kind of set our sights, set our goals. This is what we want, and get to our first goal, and then we're going to choose what's next on the journey. And as I was saying, some people come to, it's like, I can't even get to step one. I wanted to have this relationship, and now I'm getting kind of desperate, and I don't care who comes into my life. I just want a relationship with somebody, kind of thing. Well, here's the reason why we don't get what we believe we want is because we focus on the fact that we don't have what we want. We say to ourselves, well, I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm meditating, and I'm envisioning, and I'm doing the steps that I believe I should be doing to get to, the place where I have this relationship in my life. And all I see is failure, no relationship, or the people that do come into my life, that was okay, so I need to refocus, because I didn't want the guy with no teeth, or the guy that chews tobacco, and it's like, that's just disgusting. Anyway, but you see what I mean? We've instead of understanding that when you have a desire, when you create, as soon as you create a desire, the universe starts to fill that desire for you. The universe starts to respond to your desire and starts to bring things to you. But what the trap that we fall into is, this is what I want, this is what it's going to look like, and when I look at what I have right now, that's not it. So even though I have this desire, and every time I put thought upon this desire, the universe is responding to that. The laws of attraction are bringing things that correlate with your desire, but you keep going back to, well, I don't have that. I don't have it yet. It's not here yet. And so you kind of counteract, because as soon as you refocus on I don't have it, then the universe responds to you don't have it. Okay, so you can wake up in the morning and think, okay, so I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to envision the person, the relationship that I want, and I'm going to be in so happy, and everything's going to be fine. And then by the time breakfast rolls around, he's not here yet. He hasn't phoned. I haven't had any responses to you know, the my profile on all of the websites that I've gone on to try and find my, you know, my perfect mate. And so your focus goes away from this is what is coming to me to this is what I don't have. And the universe responds to this is what I don't have. You have more of this is what I don't have. Okay. So it's a constant struggle, and you constantly have to refocus yourself or retune to this is what's coming. Even though I don't see it, this is what's coming to me. And this is how wonderful it's going to be. And then even when you get that, there will be things that you want more of or different of or whatever, because we keep having to expand, we keep having to change, we keep having to reinvent our desire, which is the beauty of life. So you kind of have to learn to enjoy the journey where you are, and it's like starting to look around and smell the roses, you know, and see the beauty of the nature on the path that you're on, and understand that it's all part of how you're going to get there. You have to grow into it. You have to, you know, you don't decide to lose weight and then wake up tomorrow 10 pounds lighter. You have to have that little journey going on along the way. And as you're going along your journey, you have to give credit to how wonderful the experience is, and how fulfilling it is, and how beautiful it is, and all of the wonderful things that are going on around you, so that you can tune your vibration into the end result. You don't, Rome wasn't built in a day. And if you continually go back to, well, I'm still not my ideal weight, or I haven't lost any weight today. You know, you step on a scale every day, and there's a long-standing argument. I think that weight loss programs generally want you to weigh yourself every day, and I think that's a fallacy, because my weight, I've noticed, can change 1-2 pounds in a day. And the weekend comes around, somebody invites you for dinner, you have a few drinks and you have this wonderful meal, and you have to try everything because it's all new food. And then the next day you wake up and you look at the scale and you go, oh my Lord, how am I ever going to lose that? Because it's so easy to, to take 500 calories off of your diet it's tough to do. To add 1,000 calories to your diet in a day, not hard at all. Have a couple extra drinks, eat those nachos, bam, you've got 1,000 calories added to it. And so the next day or the couple of days later, you're going to see that progression, right? So you have to, I believe, kind of just understanding that you are doing what you can to get to the result that you're looking for. And don't continuously remind yourself that it's not here yet, because that just gives you more of it's not here yet. The more you concentrate on what you don't have, the more you don't have of what you concentrate on. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do for you. I am going to create a little video, a training of something that you can do, and it's a very easy, very simple process that you can do to help you get to your destination in a faster manner, help you kind of give that little booster rocket to your desires, and we'll do that in every quadrant of your life. You know, your physical quadrant, your relationships, your environment, your work. Okay, we will. I'll show you how you can exponentially increase the velocity of your achievements. So if you want that video, you're going to have to message me and let me know so that I can send it to you, or I can give you the link to it. Okay? So you guys have a wonderful day and a super week, and I will talk to you next Monday at 6:45.